What is going on, everyone? Commodore last here, bringing to us my live reaction of Kaguya-sama Love is War manga chapter 270. Now, the chapter is out. We're back from break. We are here today to sit down and read the latest installment of Akasaka's masterpiece and begin our continuation of the final countdown. I think it's the last 12 chapters of the manga that's left. It still doesn't feel real. Like, it really doesn't. You know, after the past couple of weeks, you know, the last chapter we got to, you know, with Kaguya and, you know, the passing of her father, the stuff with Ishigami and her wanting to be a photographer, and how that chapter really did open up some things about Kaguya that, you know, Ishigami, like, letting her know that, like, hey, you may seem like you may not care for people and stuff. And of course, that came from how she was brought up and all that. But she does have a genuine care to want to know people. And that is a strong quality about her through her photos, that she's able to do those things. So I absolutely love that last chapter last week, or the chapter before, a couple weeks ago, before we went on the break and stuff. It was one of those things where, like, that's Kaguya-sama to me. Like, when I think of, like, what chapters are the best to describe this story, that's one of them. So shout out to Ishigami, shout out to Kaguya. But with these last 12 to go, there is a development I'm hoping that gets resolved before we enter the curtain call of the series. Of course, that is Ishigami and Iino. I'm hoping within that time frame we do get a lot of that. So whatever awaits me now is right in front of me. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Chapter 270 of Kaguya-sama. Here we go. So, and we are starting off on the right notes. We are starting off on the right note because Iino is playing some games. I see the monitor. Is that Counter-Strike? Blam, 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 blam. It has to be Counter-Strike that she's playing. If so, that's a go. Because I remember I used to play the old version of Counter-Strike when, like, I want to say, like, elementary going into, like, high school and stuff when it was out. I don't know what version, what edition it was, but it definitely is giving me those same vibes. Because I see, like, the way the gun and stuff is, how it's, like, shaped up and everything. Reminds me of that. And I don't... Wait, does she... Hold on a second. She got the... Yo, no. I'm looking at my mouse right now, bro. She almost got the same one, except for the fact that it has a snake mark. No. We might have to put... Iino's guaranteed to rate top 5. May end up reaching top 3 at this rate, just because of certain tax. Blam, 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 blast away. Everyday life, part 3. Look at her face. She's just getting annoyed. It has to be because of either Ishigami or the fact that somebody's camping. One of the two. It is because of... This man talking about Switzerland, bro. I will slap him. My team right now in Benfica is playing in Switzerland. I will go there personally, go watch them ball, and then smack you upside the head and tell you you're doing everything wrong. You know, just thinking about it. Winecraft. That is hideous, Akasaka. Absolutely hideous. Winecraft. Treat it like a SpongeBob episode. Flip the M into a W. Like, that's crazy. Yo, what's up, Miko? Oh my god. Oh, the Mickey's already begun. I have no connection with Minecraft. I know some people do and stuff, and I'm happy for you, but we're gonna speed through this because if I speak. Yo, what's up, Miko-chan? Terako senpai. Okay, so Tarako's plays this game too. Hello. You farming wood right now? Want to use my enchanted axe? Oh no, I couldn't possibly. I'll be just fine with my iron axe. I really don't mind, you know. You know, I feel like you're always holding yourself back, but it's just a game, so why not have some fun and be a bit more shameless? I tried that before, and, you know, I'm not going to speak on that because it led to some very toxic times. This is why you've never managed to get close to Ishigami-kun after all this time. She is fully aware of the situation. Ishigami? How do you know about that? Oh, this sounds oh no. Yo, the other rival that may not be a rival, but I'm going to count as a rival because it might be a rival. But Koromo has arrived. Koromo-chan, you guys talking about love? Let me join too. We weren't talking about anything. No need to be embarrassed about it. Come on, spill the tea. Oh, she's folded. She's getting folded. I've always took you for the straight-laced, serious type. But turns out even you're interested in this kind of stuff. Look at her eyes, bro. I see. Ishigami, seems pretty good to me, to be honest. I'm telling you, it's not like that. It's not like I actually like Ishigami or anything. Yeah, come on. The blush. We already know what's going on. Just stop lying. No more lies. Well, I suppose it'd be pretty hard to talk about this kind of thing with Osaragi-san. So right now you're just looking for someone to talk to about it, aren't you? Huh? How did you know about that? You're in the same class as Kozui Makihara, aren't you? You know, from the TG club. Okay, see her at the bottom. That girl's EQ score is about as high as humanly possible, so she naturally has a pretty good sense of everyone's interpersonal relationships. Anyways, Maki-chan, I should make sure, Maki, because not our Maki, but Maki-chan, had mentioned to us before, so I figured she might have gone to something. Was she right? What the heck? That's terrifying. Right? Everyone here around her felt the same way, so she had some pretty deep trust issues for a while. She was a pretty tough nut to crack back then, you know. I had no idea. But ever since she joined the TG club, she's really brightened up. In the end, that's just the power of games. Okay, that is really cool. So yeah, she was someone that ended up having her own like pretty much like basically what everybody in this series has had. Everyone's had some kind of struggle, something that has, you know, affected them at some point in time in their life that held them back from expressing their interests, expressing themselves to others. And the fact that she was able to find her own space, which again, I do really love how Kaguya-sama really does that, because we had that with the student council, we've had that already with Ishigami and the cheer club. So to see how that and what it's done for Maki-chan stuff, that's really nice. In the end, it's just the power games, yeah. In fact, why don't you just go and play some games with Ishigami-kun? I've been saying she needs to play some games, man. Just team with him and play a few matches, and I'm sure you'll get closer with him in no time. But I see the Death Eater again. The other day, I watched one of the clips Ishigami played, and to be honest, he's on a totally different level from me. No. So the beginner, when they see like that advanced 360 no scoper, yeah, I understand that, but like, nah, if you need to go out there, you gotta fight. You gotta fight with him. If I team with him, I feel like I'd just be in his way. The better you get at a game, the more you understand the gap between you and top players. A pretty relatable experience for all gamers. You know, that's obviously the fact. You know what? It does remind me more of like FIFA, good chunks of sports games and stuff. That even though I feel like I'm decent at it or whatever, like there's always someone that goes like above and beyond. But I always put that down to internet connections. If you don't got a LAN cable, you're on the McDonald's Wi-Fi, then it does change some things. So I want to wait until I manage to get closer to his level first. Personally, I think that's a pretty commendable goal. But just how many years are you planning to wait then? Right for the jugular. Because you know the waiting game you can't. Ishigami-kun has been playing first-person games for around 10 years now. I know you've been spending a few hours in the lab every day practicing your aim. But even with that, let me tell you this. As a member of a pro gaming team, with your current experience, a month or so of dedicated training isn't nearly enough. There's no way you can catch up to him. She's down, but like it's understandable though. Like, you know, Sadako, she's spitting facts, but like, it's tough though when that reality check has to hit you. So let's think about this another way. There's no reason for you to feel bad about being below his level. You see, with games, teaching new players how to play is just part of the fun. I really do like this girl, man. It sucks that we're only getting her like now towards the end of the story. I would have loved to get like a little bit more than what we had already before, but nah, I really do like this girl, man. Is that really true? You've never really played games with other people up until now, have you? Now that you tried it, what do you think? She's thinking. Up until now, I love the faces that they put with the Minecraft characters. The fact that it's happening in this setting is actually hilarious. Up until now, I've always had thought that the games were something you play alone. But when I play with everyone here, even the dumbest games start to feel fun. Those are facts. I'll meet someone here who I don't think I'll mesh with, but once I start gaming with them, I'll get caught up in the game. Before I know it, we're getting along. It's a really weird feeling, right? Right? Games are a really special thing. They can bring people together. They can be a tool to make everything more fun. It can be an ideal world for everyone. Even if it's just the Minecraft like thing going on, this page is actually kind of peak. Like with just like the arms out and stuff, with like almost like the sky. Like, cause you can imagine it yourself. If this was the real setting, you would see like Sarako in that position where it's like she's seeing like everything like envelop, or even if it's not a word, but just like enlarging. I would say, just the horizons of what the possibilities are. It's really cool that Akasaka's doing it in that style. That's why I created the TG Club. Shika-chan plays games with everyone in the student council too, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. I mean, she might cheat on a good chunk of them and stuff, but no, she does play some games, yeah. And the Monopoly, you see their house has like the markings of the TG and stuff there. I'm sure that's because she wants everyone to enjoy the time they have together. In the end, it doesn't matter who wins or loses. I mean, to her it does. It does to Chica. She just wants to get everyone to come together and have fun with each other. I love the little battle there with Kaguya and Miyuki. Goat. Yeah, the I love you game. Yeah. I take this dick. Oh, Chica. Something else. Come together and have fun with each other. You see, we humans are an interesting species. Leave us alone and we'll naturally drift away from each other over time. Just a small change in our surroundings is enough for us to lose contact with each other. That's why we have to keep putting in the work to keep those ties intact. That's a personal attack. Koromo, that is a personal attack. That is a personal attack right there. You can't just go and drop something like that. That is a personal attack, because I do feel that in my day-to-day life. I can't even lie. Because it does happen. You drift away from people that you have connections with from the time you were like in elementary to high school, or even if you grew up with them in the same neighborhood. But like as the passing of time happens, you have other interests that occur and stuff, and then all it takes is that one little shift to divert to another area in your life, and then all of a sudden you're looking back and they're not there anymore. So, but that it's man, she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do that, but we do appreciate that because it is a realism thing with regards to like, the changing of your friends and stuff. You want to make sure you keep the people that are the most important to you, which I could definitely relate to in terms of like, doing YouTube, doing like social media and stuff now, and the people that I've met in the time that I've been doing YouTube. It makes me want to like enforge those bonds even further. And Koromo is spinning facts, even if it is hurting in a place that is very personal to me. So, but now we live in a new era where a single fiber optic cable is enough to keep us connected. Yeah, you know what? Keep talking. Whether it be Switzerland or America, yeah, that's a rattle. It's a rattle. As long as you have the courage to reach out, it doesn't even take a second. That's goated. Yeah, she started to realize that too. Even if the man's up in Switzerland, if I gotta get you on a Zoom call, we're gonna do it. But still, Ishigami's in the middle of his study abroad trip. Don't underestimate just how much a gamer loves his games. Oh, bro, Sarako, listen. We might have to bump her up. After this, her and Koromo, after this chapter, might have to go up in the rankings because fellow game enjoyers, but also understanders of the way of life. Alright? They get it. They absolutely get it. And switching now, but I'll leave it right now to Switzerland because, see, Ishigami, well, yeah, I brought a gaming laptop with me. Why? Oh, hell yeah, I'm down for a game. Look at his face, sicko. We play PUBG. Oh yeah, is it Pub S? But I'm assuming it's PUBG. I'm down for rank 2. That's how you win. That's how you win. Listen, I might have got this volume cover on the trip and stuff to Dallas, but listen, I need at least one more cover to have Ishigami and Iino. I need that. Akasaka, you owe me for the heartbreaks, for the pain, for the trauma that this series has put me through. You owe me that at the very least. So yeah, I'm winning here, but I'd be better get a win included with what I should be getting after, and that's those two eloping. But look at that smile. I love it. That's a knee slide. That's a knee slide. You don't see it right now, but I'm knee sliding right now. Our levels are too far apart to play ranked together, but I'll still be counting on you to carry me hard. You got it. Love to see it. And next time, the staple event of a long vacation. Staple event. I'm guessing it's gonna go back to Miyuki, or unless it's gonna stick here. Hopefully stays here. That's what I'm hoping for, but I could see a switch as well, but I would hope it's gonna be here. But yeah, this, honestly, God, man, if the everyday life, if that's like the name of the final arc and stuff for Kaguya-sama, like already all of them so far, like these 3 chapters have been absolutely GOAT. This one too, man. Like, look, those personal things that Koromo and Terako were talking about in terms of, you know, understanding what your status, your current level in any area, really. It doesn't have to even go down to gaming and stuff, but you could be decent at something, you know, someone else is good, someone's the best, whatsoever, but that shouldn't stop you from wanting to be connected with those people, regardless of what your status is, because at the end of the day, you want to keep those bonds intact. And going from what Koromo was saying to, which again, I feel that to my absolute core. Like, time passes, man. Like, you don't even realize, like, there are people that you have photos, videos, stuff that when you're with from when you were growing up or whatever, and then all of a sudden time passes and like you're no longer in contact with them, they've drifted apart and stuff, you see them only on the social medias here and there and stuff, and you always have the tough time where you want to try and hit them up and see how they're doing, but because so much time has passed, you don't want to make it things like, you know, feel awkward, but you still feel deep inside your heart that you still have that bond with them, even if you haven't seen them for a long time. Like, and that's where I come from too, because like I have people that I haven't spoken to in like years, and yet I still consider them to be like family to me. Like, it's the first time we're meeting in ages, I'm still dapping you up and saying like, yo, that's my guy, that's my girl. Like, as simple as that. Some people don't share that, unfortunately, and that is tough to accept. But also the greatness too when it comes to social media is the fact that just with a single fiber cable, you can just connect to somebody within a second. And it's just awesome how Akasaka, who really understands like this generation that, you know, is built upon, you know, furthering your relationships, your bonds with people through the social medias and all that, you know, to keep a friendship together. And like how it could be toxic, don't get me wrong, it could be toxic, social media, but I think it also has that beautiful side of it that it allows people to be connected and be able to have, you know, just times to spend together with each other. Like, I can literally speak on that with the Dallas trip and stuff. Like, it was built literally because we went through, you know, the YouTube, the Twitter, Discord, and all that, and then we actually get to kick it and stuff with people from different parts of the world. Like, I just love how like he just put that in that chapter, in terms of like, even if there's distance, even if like you won't be able to interact with someone because they're doing something else, you're somewhere else, social media exists. Use it. Make sure you're using it and you get the best of it. So, but yeah, just absolutely good stuff there. I mean, Terako and Koromo, I mean, come on. Shouldn't we like it's, come on. Like, those two, honestly, they really won me over here. Even if it was Minecraft, even if it had to be built on, in a Minecraft world to have all this stuff happen, this was definitely an amazing chapter. And again, I will always take these ones when it comes to Kaguya-sama, because there's always lessons to be learned through the way Akasaka's writing just speaks to the audience, and not to mention like what it's targeting, because we know Akasaka made this manga for girls who are in the office and stuff, and you know, they need something to read, but realistically this is for something for anybody at any stage of their life, in the early parts to, you know, going into as deep as possible into the adulthood life of what they are going to be experiencing at some point in time, and how they should be able to handle it and how to approach things. So it's just awesome, dude. Like, Kaguya-sama the GOAT. Like, just there's no other way I could say it. Like, I could say so many other words and some of them are not coming to mind, but yeah, Kaguya-sama's the GOAT, Akasaka's the GOAT. But guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below regarding this week's chapter of Kaguya-sama. Let me know how we're feeling regarding this whole, like, the Iino, Terako, Koromo, Minecraft greatness and stuff. I never thought I was going to say it, but you know what? The Minecraft greatness. I may not play it, but I will respect it for the fact that it just gave us this kind of chapter. So, we would love to see it. But let me know how we're feeling about the chapter. Has anything changed in terms of your views of the likes of Koromo and Terako? Like, have they jumped up in your ratings? your list of your favorite characters in Kaguya-sama based off this chapter in any shape or form. Let me know down in the comments. And what do you think is the staple event of the long vacation that we're going to be getting soon in the next chapter? Is it going to stick towards what's going on between Ishigami and Iino, or are we going to transition afterwards to where Miyuki's doing, or maybe the Chica or whoever? But I'm curious to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be a part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Kaguya-sama week in and week out, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell as Shandoris if everything goes on the channel. And with that being said, I will catch you guys next week. I think it's 11 chapters now to go, probably. But we're going to need a couple breaks in there in between just to prolong it for as long as possible. And then, yeah, man. But the journey might be coming to an end, but the peak isn't. And it may stay peak from chapter 1 till, I'm assuming it's 280, 281. But wherever it ends off, it's going to have a 100% win ratio, as it should. So, Commodore last signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy. Yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the